What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is part 2 of the Rodney and Rachel divorce court. Okay? Cheap and Angry. This is part 2. I haven't seen this before. Let's go in.
On divorce court.
I'll tell you where it started at. So she went to a trip to Panama City. It was supposed to be an all-girls trip, and I was cool with that.
That was a school friend that I ran into. It was spring break.
You don't have to invite your boyfriend to everything, but you probably shouldn't lie to him.
You know she got men sending her money too, though, right?
You can't just make that allegation. Are you suggesting
I brought evidence, Judge.
$250? Is this from one particular man?
I definitely don't need men for everything, but just now and then when I'm running low.
Okay, so if you're running low, you think it's okay to take money in exchange for what?
Just a simple lunch date once. That happened once. I was talking to a coworker. This man shows up to my job, almost gets me fired.
Oh no.
Because he wants to start asking, well, who's this coworker and what business do you guys have with each other?
Okay, tag you're it, Mr. Barber. Why would you do all of that?
I don't trust nobody.
Okay, then you don't need to be in a relationship.
So can I speak now?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's not what happened, but that's how she remembered it. So okay, that's cool.
Did you roll up at the job?
I did roll up at the job, but she was talking to one of the other coworkers on the phone. I know some of her other coworkers. I'm cool with them, but this particular guy, he's always making us show all 32 teeth. Like I don't get that much smiles out of her.
Mr. Barber, again, it's funny, the question I asked, you just dismissed. Did you roll up to her job?
I said yes.
Okay, so you want to look at me, because, you know, that's how my son does. He looks up in the sky when he knows that I'm about to start asking questions that's getting in his behind. So, Mr. Barber, the reason I asked that is because the moment you roll up to her job and start to show out and ask any questions, you're already wrong, because that's where this woman earns her living.
Thank you.
You can't show up to people's job. I don't care if she works for the airline, the UPS, the FedEx, the post office, a Wall Street bank, a doctor's office. That is her place of business. And anything that you need to resolve at home, where personal resolution can take place.
You're all right, Judge. But
that's it. There is no but.
There's no but.
There is no but. You need to say,
but
you're 100% correct, and I apologize for doing that.
I did apologize after I got a little livid from seeing her emotions and being so happy with this particular coworker, who I really think is one of the coworkers who's sending that money. So that's what pisses me off.
Mrs. Barber, let me tell you something so that you understand. I love my job. I love being in my courtroom. I smile more here than I smile most other places. Some of my court team, Justin, John Kelly, I smile, I joke with them. When my husband comes into this place, my husband is thrilled that I'm so happy, because a happy wife means a happy life.
Amen.
Okay?
That's where you messed up, Jeff. That's where you messed up. Listen, please don't misunderstand me. I love nothing more than a happy wife. Okay? And I love nothing more than a happy wife who has a happy life. Make no mistake. But it's not always all about that. Okay? Just because they tend to rhyme don't mean that saying is correct. Especially in a union. And you can really only be a wife in a union. Right? So if you're in a union, it ain't no happy wife, happy life. It is happy spouse, happy, say it with me, class, house. Okay? Happy spouse, happy house. That's the mantra we should be taking on. You know, all these old male simps came up with this phrase because they thought it would make their life easier oh, I just gotta make sure I got a happy wife to have a happy life, cause I don't got no say so in my house. That's how a lot of baby boomer simps would look at it, because it was just easier to get along in the house that way. Did the next generation a big disservice by pushing this narrative of happy wife, happy life, because what came with it is entitlement. The women feel like if they ain't happy, nobody should be happy. If they ain't happy, you ain't doing your job as a man. They don't care about your happiness. I'm not saying all women are like that. I'm saying too many of them are like that. I don't see a whole lot of women going out of their way to make their man happy. I just don't. You show me in society where the majority of women are going out of their way to make their husbands happy. They sit in a position of your job is to make me happy. Okay? Happy wife, happy life. We got to get rid of that narrative. It's happy spouse, happy house. Okay? You know, that's how it should be. Okay? That's like saying happy man, happy fam, like, or family. You wouldn't say that. But can we put that in style? Happy man, happy fam. Can we do that? No, women don't want to do that. I understand if you don't want to do that, but that's no worse than happy wife, happy life. It's no worse. Happy spouse, happy house, ladies. Stop being entitled and selfish and thinking that you're the only ones who deserve happiness, okay? And a man has to work towards making you happy, and you don't have to do nothing for him. As a man, I take offense to that, because I'm not going to live by that mantra, okay? I'm just not. I'm not a simp like that. And a lot of men nowadays are not simps like that. And we need to get rid of that narrative. So the judge missed me on that one. Let's go back in.
I hear that.
So you should be happy that she's happy in a employment situation instead of causing friction.
Judge, I don't think it's just an employment situation. It's just the fact of her being happy with particular coworkers.
You see, Your Honor, I can't win.
It's starting to seem like being happier when you're not there, because you
that could be a
are
big
showing
point,
out.
because I be wanting to, be there with her. But she has a problem with, a lot of, my baby mamas too. Like, they
Talk
going
to me
back.
a little bit about that.
Okay, so her and my baby mamas, they go back and forth all the time, and I'm always like the person in between everything. Like, I'm to the point now, I'm just ready to just let it all go. I don't have to deal with them. I do have to deal with them and co-parent, but I don't really have to deal with her and hear the extra stuff that goes on with them.
How old are your children?
2 and 9.
So the 2-year-old, I can count. That means you had the baby right when the math ain't mathing.
Oh, okay.
You had the
we
baby.
Had a break. We had a break, Judge.
did step out, yes.
So this is an on-break baby.
It was an on-break COVID baby type thing, yeah.
So how one gets somebody pregnant when you are
COVID.
nesting with somebody else?
I mean, she
During
put me out,
COVID.
Judge. She put me out. What you want me to do? She put me out.
put up
It
with
was
them
to
too.
accept the money. She turned it all around on me because I got mad at her about accepting the money and put me out. So what you expect a grown man to do?
So you went to lay with somebody else and got with another woman, and a baby was made as a result of that.
I got drunk, Judge.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ooh, don't blame it on the
They say
alcohol.
blame it on the
Okay, Mr. Barber, so the point is, this woman, I can guarantee you, the defendant feels some kind of way about, because this was not a child born of a previous relationship. It was a child born during your relationship.
Yeah, and I
Correct.
apologize every day, Judge.
Okay?
for this.
Well, listen, if she stays with you, then she's got to deal with that, because that's not the baby's fault. And so that's just the deal.
Every day.
Okay? That's just the deal. Miss Ajua has to deal with 2 different women
Correct.
and coordinate visitation and all of that within your life.
Yeah, but all right, so I have one of them. They do kind of get along, but then the other one, they ain't gonna never get along because.
Is that the one who has the 2-year-old?
No, the one that has the 9-year-old. They actually ain't gonna never get along ever, and on the reason because she thinks that she wants to be in a poly relationship with us, and I don't want a poly relationship.
Your Honor, you see, I can't have anything to myself. This relationship is definitely both ways. I mean, I believe she still has feelings for him, Your Honor.
Well, you know what? That's the best part about divorce court is we can ask people to come and be witnesses. And so we actually asked Rachel Bowens.
See, Your Honor, we can't even, we share the same name. I can't even have my own name.
You trying to start a mess, Judge, but
No, if I was trying to start mess, she'd be here.
Okay, well, you know
Virtually.
What? Virtually, like, it still can get, oh, jeez.
Does anyone have a problem with me asking the hard questions of Miss Rachel Bowen?
No, you talk to her.
Please,
but,
I want to know too.
I mean, that's my girl. That's my dog. Hey.
Rachel Bowens, will you please join me by Skype?
That's my girl. That's my dog. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with him having a good relationship with his baby mama. But that's doing a lot, bro. Okay. She said they want to be in a poly relationship. Ah, for real. This should be interesting, y'all. Let's check it out.
Good morning, Ms. Bowens. How are you?
Good morning.
I am glad to have you here on Divorce Court. Mr. Barber says you proposed the opportunity to do a threesome.
Let me say what the truth, because I am in court.
Yes, ma'am.
We're listening.
He mentioned that he would like to spice up his life. So I said, you could bring somebody into the table. He said, well, you trying to join?
So it was your idea.
Ms. Bowens, I'm not going to waste too much of your time because I know you are a busy woman. Tell me what is the nature of your relationship with my two litigants, Mr. Barber and Miss Ajua?
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Barber is my child's father. Also, he's my ex-fiance.
Okay, so you all were literally planning a life together, correct?
Yes.
Now, I'm curious, why did you break up? I'm just curious.
Tell the truth. Shane.
Just jealousy. Jealousy.
I said tell the
He
truth.
has an anger problem through the roof.
Common
Did
theme.
I not tell you the same thing?
Excuse me, Mr. Barber, I am talking to Miss Bowen. Miss Bowens, so that anger.
Bruh, dude got some anger and emotional issues, man. Why are you rolling your eyes like a young lady? Why are you rolling your eyes like a female? Let the woman talk, man. I know she might be lying, and that's true. But there is a common thread that's coming along, and that is you showing too much emotion and jealousy with some of these ladies. You ended a marriage because of it, bruh. Okay? You ended a engagement, I should say, because of it. And now you walking into another one. This is why I don't trust people to change. I really don't trust people to change. People are who they are. They're going to stay the same. Just because they find another partner doesn't mean they change their ways. If he was jealous with his ex, he's going to be jealous with his future. It's him. But let's hear the story.
Anger and jealousy manifested itself and you all just could not make it work. Is that correct?
Not at all.
So
He's very a lot.
what?
A lot. It's a lot. He's a good guy, don't get it wrong, but people hurt him. He's hurt. He's
And hurt.
He's hurt.
And hurt people
You know,
hurt
he's been
people.
through a lot.
So,
He's
Ms.
been through a
Bowens,
lot.
I want to let me ask these questions because this virtual is a little difficult. So let me ask a question and then I'll wait for your answer.
Okay.
Mr. Barber says you proposed the opportunity to do a threesome.
Never, by the way.
No.
That did not happen. Excuse me, Mr. Barber. I'm speaking to Ms. Bowens. That did not happen.
Let me say what the truth, because I am in court.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We're listening.
He mentioned that he would like to spice up his life.
So it was your idea.
She lying to you.
I'm asking everybody to be quiet while I talk to the
he
witness.
said, what can I do? So I said, well, me and my husband, well, you know, we're very fruitful in our marriage. So I said, well, maybe you could bring somebody into the table. He said, well, you trying to join? No, I'm married. I'm happily married.
You better stay there.
Good. I'm good, baby, where I'm at. So, in other words, I mean, I was having a couple of drinks, so maybe I did say, maybe
So
you
it's
need to
both
have a
y'all's
threesome.
idea? Which
Excuse
one?
me,
So, I
Mr.
mean-
Jewett. I'm listening to Miss
I mean-
Bowens.
Honestly, like I said to him, like I have a threesome with my husband. So maybe you should have a threesome with your girl.
No one needs to know.
But were you interested in being a part of that threesome, or were you just...
I don't want that.
Okay,
don't
now
want
I
that.
understand. In other words, you were giving him a suggestion on what might spice up his relationship versus what you being involved in it. Is that what you're telling me happened?
That's all that happened.
I understand something that was uncomfortable happened at your daughter's birthday.
She wanted to get in the photos. I was just trying to do the photos with the kids and the family and stuff. And I told her that just the wait. She really got sassy.
I was not
No.
sassy, Your Honor.
Mr. Jewett, you're a girlfriend. You're not a wife.
I'm trying to get to that wifey position.
Okay, but you're not a wife yet.
That-
And I want you to understand that there is a difference.
Talk to her. Talk your talk. There is a difference between girlfriend and wifey. Okay. You're not there yet. I know you're working and getting in that position, but you're not there yet. And trust me, those are two different positions. Because the stuff I do with my wife, I did not do with my girlfriends. I mean, it just makes sense though, right? I mean, even legally, there are some benefits to being a wife. But anyway, let's go in.
So how do you feel about Mr. Jewett?
I think that she's a good woman. But I didn't know all this other stuff about trips and money and stuff. But I think she's really a good woman. When they put aside their problems and get to the nitty gritty, then I think they'll be okay. If they wasn't part of this money thing, I think they'll be great. And he needs to stop being jealous, because I've dealt with that too many times.
And Ms. Bowens, I understand something that was uncomfortable happened at your daughter's birthday. What's going on with this jockeying for position on photos and stuff? I don't like that.
Okay. It was childish. It was petty. I was drinking. And like I said, I should have handled it better. She wanted to get in the photos. I was just trying to do the photos with the kids and the family and stuff. She wanted to get in. I told her that just to wait. She really got sassy.
I was not
No.
sassy, Your Honor.
Ms. Bowens, I want to be real clear about something. You were posing for photos with your family at your child's birthday, and you wanted some family pictures only, and you told Miss Ajua she was not welcome in one or more of those photos. Is that fair?
That was a fact, but it was that's childish, and it was dumb, yes. That's the fact, yes.
But one thing I can also say, the way you handled it may have been childish, but the feeling is not childish. Mr. Jewett, you're a girlfriend, you're not a wife.
Thank you.
Okay? But Ms. Bowens has every right to include you in photos, but to also say, please step out so I can have just some single photos.
Thank you.
And the maturity, it needs to be on both women's part to understand that that's the role that you all play.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm trying to get to that wifey position.
Okay, but you're not a wife yet.
That-
And I want you to understand that there is a difference, okay? Because when you go to family events, if you're not the wife, be courteous enough to the family
And I
to
thought I
step in
was.
and step out.
I
That's
thought
all
I
you have
was.
to do. And you will avoid so many conflicts.
I just wanted to show support that day. That's all, Your Honor.
Well, you can
she
be
was the one that was being aggressive.
But you can be supportive by saying you always take the high road, okay? It is paved with flowers and gold, the high road, always. You're the one that says, oh, you guys go ahead, take your family pictures, and I'd love to get one because I love this baby. And boom, you get your picture, you step out, you go get yourself a cocktail, let them do what they do, and you look like the bigger person. That's it. And Ms. Bowens, you have the child. That's you. And you're going to be connected
Yes.
with this man for the rest of that child's life and probably beyond. And so what I want you to do is to get control of the alcohol and recognize your role. You don't play a role in their relationship, okay?
You're right.
You don't play a role in their relationship at all. Your relationship is with Mr. Barber through your child.
As a co-parent, correct.
And that
Yeah.
is the core of that relationship. Do you agree with me?
I agree, Your Honor. Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to co-parent with this man, It's just with the accusations of her saying that I still want him. And that's not, I've been married a year and a couple months. I've been in a relationship 5 years with this man, with my husband. I don't want that. And then when I do address her, and I do say, I don't call her Rachel. I say your wife. I say your wife. I don't come at her like girlfriend, I don't do that. Out of respect, I know I can be disrespectful at times. I know I can. But when I do approach and I say, where's your wife? But I do want to co-parent with him. It's just she makes it hard sometimes because she thinks that I want him. And I promise you, I don't want him. He showed his tail when my niece passed away. I don't want him.
And so that is on the record. And I will address Ms. Ajua in terms of how she needs to deal with you in a respectful way, and you deal with her, as you've stated, in a more respectful way. I think that'll all benefit the child, which is, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters. Ms. Bowens, thank you so much for your time today. I certainly do appreciate it. Mr. Barber, you wanted to say?
Yes, Judge. I mean, I just want to talk about really the final straw that broke the camel's back.
Because I'm hearing things that could be fixed. But you say you want to end this relationship, so something serious must have happened.
So a year ago, I had a big record deal and was getting ready to sign for a lot of money. And
what kind of money we talking?
Like $2 million.
Ooh.
Dollars?
Yeah.
Well, what you doing here? You need to be out there doing what you need to do.
Exactly. This is the point. She stopped me from doing that. And I'm gonna tell you how. So basically,
what you talking about, Willie?
She called all the producers. She called my manager at the time, trying to get tickets for her to come on the flight with me. They already told her prior that it'll be 3 weeks before she get a chance to come out. They're gonna set me up in a house, set me up with everything, make sure I'm good when I get out there. And she didn't want that separation because she knew I was signing the deal. So she sabotaged it, basically. She called everybody trying to get tickets. And
No. She called
everybody. I'm talking about producers, managers, anybody that was in my contact that was for that label, she called them.
Your Honor, all I wanted to do was be supportive. That's all.
That is not support, sweetheart. All you wanted to do was be supportive by destroying his deal. How is that support? That is the opposite of, are you in the bizarro world? You know what the bizarro world is? The opposite of everything else. That's not support. That's sabotage. Here's what I think she wanted to do. She wanted to get married first. Okay? Then she wanted him to sign that deal. Don't sign this deal with, and we're not married yet. Oh no, don't do that. Because you're going to be a superstar. You're going to leave me. I'm not going to have access to all of your money because I don't have any legal right to it now. We're going to postpone this thing. So I got to get rid of your deal because I'm not legally your wife yet. But I'm going to tell you something. If she was legally his wife, she would have showed genuine support. Go get that money, honey. Go get it. So that if a divorce pops off, I get half. That's what her plan was. She talking about she was being supportive. Are you crazy? That's not support. You call all his producers and record execs to sabotage the signing. I don't know what world you live in where you think that's support, but that's not support. Let's hear her poor excuse on what support is. Let's hear it.
I swear if I were a violent person, I would throw this gavel. You sabotaged this man's career.
Your Honor, not intentionally. And I believe, whatever happened, that's the universe. Everything is meant to happen for a reason. It couldn't have totally been me, Your Honor.
Universe. Yeah, and my thing is just like, it's crazy because she wanted to get clothes and do this and do that. I'm like, this ain't for you.
Mr. Barber, why are you here? If somebody put a monkey wrench in my dream, whether intentional or not intentional, and shows no remorse, that is not the person for me to be with.
Thank you.
Just like I got on him for showing up at your job, what you did to him, he is no spring chicken. And when given the opportunity to do what you do and get paid for it, and somebody blows it, that's very clear somebody that's not in your corner.
You see,
I don't want to waste any more time with the two of you because, sir, you need to say it's time to move on. You're too jealous, and the reason you're too jealous is because you don't trust. And the reason you don't trust is because she's not trustworthy. The reason you're not trustworthy is because this is not your man, in your heart or in your soul. The two of you need to get out of this toxic mess and move on. And, sir, don't you ever let anybody blow up your dream. That's the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard of. To allow somebody who is not even your spouse to cause you to blow up your dream. Ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
Grow up.
Facts, Judge. And I have to admit I was guilty of this too. I was going to get in the music industry, and the person I was seeing at the time, they was like, they didn't want me to be in the music industry. Now, they didn't call the producers and record execs and all that like that. They just said they didn't want to be with someone in the music industry. And it's mostly for selfish reasons. It's mostly for selfish reasons. Why would she sabotage his dream? Just answer me that. Why would she sabotage his dream of being, supporting him from sign? Why did she not want him to sign the $2 million deal? I already told you my reason. I think she wanted to wait until she was the wife before he signed that deal so that she can have access to his money. It's always a selfish reason. And maybe she was a little nervous that he might be too big and might find somebody better than her. I mean, she all right looking, but she ain't a Hollywood superstar wife. Just in my opinion. He gonna have all kind of, if he was to sign that deal, he gonna have all kind of choices of women. She sabotaged it because she wasn't going to be able to benefit from it. Okay. Super selfish, not in his corner. They need to move on and find a life without each other. He too jealous, she too selfish. Accepting money, she can accept cash apps from her sugar daddy, but he can't accept no $2 million deal from his record company. Absolutely ridiculous. This is, oh my goodness, the selfishness of people. I asked this question, and I'm gonna put this question in this video. Y'all tell me, are relationships too hard nowadays? And if you think so, why are relationships so hard to work? Why is it so hard for relationships to work? Put that in the comments. I really would like to know. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
It's over, right?
I mean,
it's over, right? Nah, you gotta get all your stuff. You gotta get out, man.
I think we can still make it work.
Nah, make it work, man. I can't make it work. I can't make it work. It's done.
It's okay, babe. Toxic couples still make it through.
Nah, toxic couples don't make it through like this. Nah,
oh my goodness.
Can't do it.
Let the universe take care of it? Did she really say that?
That was a $2 million universe.
Okay, in my universe, you blow up my ability to get a $2 million contract, the universe gonna take care of you.
When you're that jealous, it's so easy to fall down that rabbit hole that it's like you can't get out.
I don't wanna get out. $2 million, I'm done.